Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Channel. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. We are so happy to have you with us today for another fun and helpful English episode.
Yes, we are. Today, we have a super exciting and useful topic for you, especially if you love to travel or if you plan to travel soon. We're going to talk all about at the airport, real-life English situations.
Oh, I love this topic, Emily. Airports can be a bit confusing sometimes, right? But with a little English, it becomes much easier.
Exactly. And before we start our amazing airport adventure, please remember to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Mr. English Channel if you haven't yet. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new lessons. Okay, Emily, are you ready to fly into our topic?
Ready, Paul? Let's go.
So, Emily, imagine you just arrived at a big airport. Maybe you took a taxi or a bus. What's the first thing you usually need to do?
Good question. Usually the first thing is to find the right terminal. Airports can have many terminals, right? So I might need to ask for directions.
Yes, that's very important. How would you ask for directions in English?
I might say, "Excuse me, where is Terminal 2?" Or, "Can you tell me how to get to Terminal 3?" Simple and clear.
Perfect. And if you don't know the terminal number, you could also say, "Excuse me, where is the departure area for international flights?" Sometimes you just need to know if it's for international or domestic flights.
Oh, that's a good tip, Paul. Yes, domestic means flights inside the country, and international means flights to other countries. Good to know. Okay, so you found the right terminal. Now it's time to check in for your flight. This is where you talk to the airline staff.
Right. You have your ticket, or maybe just your passport, and you go to the airline desk. What do you say?
I usually say, "Hi, I have a flight to London. My name is Emily Smith." Or, "Good morning, I'm checking in for flight BA246 to New York."
Great. And the person at the desk will ask you for your passport. They might say, "Can I see your passport, please?" Or, "Passport, please."
Yes, and then they will ask about your luggage. "Do you have any checked bags today?" Or, "Are you checking any luggage?"
Checked bags are the big bags that go inside the plane, not with you in the cabin. What if you want a window seat?
Oh, I always want a window seat. I would say, "Can I have a window seat, please?" Or, if I prefer the other side, "Can I have an aisle seat?" An aisle seat is the one next to the walkway.
Yes, the aisle is the walk space. And sometimes they ask, "Would you prefer a window or an aisle seat?" So you can choose. Good job. Speaking of bags, Emily, sometimes we have many bags or heavy bags. It's good to know the baggage rules, right?
Oh, yes, Paul. This is super important. If your bag is too heavy, you might have to pay extra money. So I might ask, "What is the weight limit for checked bags?"
Excellent question. They might say 23 kilograms or 50 pounds. And what about the bag you take with you inside the plane?
That's the carry-on bag or hand luggage. I can ask, "Can I take this bag as a carry-on?" Or, "Is this bag okay for a carry-on?"
Yes, exactly. And remember, for carry-on bags, there are also rules about liquids, like water or shampoo. You can't take big bottles of water.
Oh, that's true. So it's good to ask if you are not sure. Are there any restrictions on liquids in my carry-on?
Okay, Paul, after checking in, the next big step is airport security. This can feel a bit serious, but it's for everyone's safety.
Yes, it is. You need to put your bags on a belt
And sometimes take off your shoes or belt. What do they ask you to do?
They might say, please take off your shoes and belt, or please put your laptop in a separate bin. A bin is like a small plastic box.
And sometimes they ask, do you have any liquids or electronics?
Yes, and it's important to say, no, I don't if you don't have them, or yes, I do, they are in the bin if you put them there. And remember to smile.
Yes, a smile always helps. After your bags go through the scanner, you walk through a metal detector. Sometimes it beeps.
Oh, when it beeps, they might say, please step back, or please empty your pockets. Then you try again. It's usually very quick.
Whew, security is done. Now you need to find your gate. This is where you wait for your plane. How do you find it, Emily?
First, I look at my boarding pass. It tells me the gate number. For example, gate 34. Then I look for signs in the airport. They usually say gates with arrows.
Yes, signs are super helpful in airports. But what if you can't find your gate or you're not sure?
Then I ask for help. I might say, excuse me, where is gate 34? Or can you help me find my gate?
Good idea. You can ask airport staff or even other passengers. They usually know. And sometimes the gate number might change, so it's good to check the big screens that show flight information.
Yes, those big screens are very important. They show your flight number, destination, departure time, and gate number. Always check them again. So, you found your gate. Now you usually have some time to wait. What do you do, Paul?
I usually find a seat and relax. Maybe I read a book or listen to music. Sometimes I hear announcements.
Yes, announcements tell you important information, like flight BA246 is now boarding, or there is a delay for flight LH450.
A delay means the plane will leave later than planned. Not fun, but it happens. Sometimes I talk to other passengers. I might say, are you also going to New York?
That's nice. It's a good way to practice your English. And if you hear flight BA246 is now boarding, it means it's time to get ready to go on the plane. Woohoo!
Okay, Emily. This part happens when you arrive in a new country. You need to talk to an immigration officer. They check your passport and ask some questions.
Yes. This can feel a bit nerve-wracking, but it's okay. They just want to know why you are visiting. They might say, purpose of your visit?
And you can say, for tourism or for a vacation. What else might they ask?
They often ask, how long will you stay? And I say, for 2 weeks or for 10 days. They also ask, where will you stay?
Ah, your hotel. You can say, at the Hilton Hotel or with my family in London. And it's good to have your hotel reservation or address ready.
Yes, definitely. And sometimes they ask for your return ticket. Do you have a return ticket? And you say, yes, here it is. They just want to know you will leave the country.
That's right. They are just doing their job to make sure everything is safe and clear.
So, you are at the gate, they announce boarding, and now it's time to get on the plane. This is exciting!
Yes. You need to show your boarding pass again. The person at the gate will say, boarding pass, please.
And then you walk onto the plane. You look for your seat number. The seats have numbers and letters, like 23A or 15C. I look at my boarding pass again.
Yes, and you can say, excuse me, where is seat 23A if you can't find it? The flight attendants can help you.
Exactly. And once you find your seat, you put your carry-on bag in the overhead compartment. That's the space above your head or under the seat in front of you.
And then you sit down and get ready for the flight. Almost there.
Now you're on the plane, comfortable in your seat. During the flight, you might need something. Who do you talk to, Paul?
You talk to the flight attendant. They are there to help you. If you need a drink, you can say, "Excuse me, can I have some water, please?"
Yes. Or, can I have a juice? Or, do you have any snacks? They usually offer some snacks and drinks.
What if you are cold?
I can ask, may I have a blanket, please? And if I need to go to the bathroom, I can ask, where is the restroom, please? Or, where is the lavatory? Lavatory is another word for restroom on a plane.
Good to know that word, Emily. And if you don't feel well, you can tell them, "I don't feel well." They can help you.
Yes, they are very helpful. They want you to have a good flight.
Okay, the flight is over. You landed in your destination. Now, you need to get your checked bags.
Yes, you follow the signs that say baggage claim or baggage reclaim. They usually have a number for your flight, like Carousel 5.
A carousel is the big moving belt where the bags come out. You find your flight number on the screen, and it tells you which carousel to go to.
And you wait for your bag. Sometimes bags look very similar, so it's good to have a colorful tag or something unique on your bag.
That's smart. But what if your bag doesn't come out? Oh no!
Oh, that's not good. If your bag is lost, you need to go to the Lost and Found desk or the baggage services desk for your airline. You can say, "My bag is lost," or "I can't find my luggage."
They will ask for your baggage tag, which you get when you check in your bag. So keep that safe.
Yes, always keep your baggage tag. It has a number that helps them find your bag.
Wow, Emily, we covered so much today, from arriving at the airport to picking up your luggage.
Yes, Paul! I hope this episode helps all our listeners feel more confident when they travel. Learning these simple English phrases makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Practice these phrases and your next airport experience will be super smooth.
And that's all for today's episode of Mr. English Channel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Before you go, please don't forget to like this video, share it with everyone you know, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel.
And tell us in the comments, what is your favorite part about traveling? Or what was your funniest airport experience? We love to read your comments.
See you next time, everyone. Keep practicing your English. Bye-bye.
Bye. Happy travels.